Hi friends, this is Dr. Frajana. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm going to share some visualization techniques, okay? This visualization technique is for how to deal with supervisors during an observation or a big meeting, how to deal with mother-in-laws or estranged relationships, and you have to actually be in this particular event, and how do you deal with it, right? Okay, so this technique is it's actually kind of funny, right? So if you have and let's say you have your anxiety when a supervisor will walk in, right? Let's say during an observation. What I want you to do what I actually want you to do is visualize a clown walking in. Visualize them in a clown outfit walking in, let's say into your classroom, right? And you know how sometimes they bring in a laptop to evaluate you, or some type of a book, right? To write down what they observe. So what I want you to do is picture that laptop or book with glitter and it's fluffy, right? With pink. Just picture like a pink book or pink laptop with glitter and fluff coming out, right? So that's an actual way that you can use to minimize the situation, right? To minimize the anxiety that comes with an observation. That's one technique, right? You can use the same clown technique with, let's say, in-law, right? Or a professor, right? So again, you picture them as a clown, literally as a clown. You can picture the red nose on the red nose. You can picture just the colorful hair. And again, what does this do? By visualizing it, it helps you minimize your anxiety. All right, guys, hope this is helpful. Take care. Hi friends, this is Dr. Frajana. Hope you guys are doing well. Today I want to share another visualization method that is extremely helpful in toxic work dynamics or events where you're going to run into people that are not so nice, right? So this is called the zone out technique. What is it called? The zone out technique. So basically, let's say you're in a work environment, you have a work meeting that you have to go to weekly, or sometimes, more than that. So, and you're going to run into certain people that are have extremely high unconscious behavior, right? So what you can do is you zone them out. Basically, you're in the room, so you come into the room and you just basically squint your eyes and blur them out. Right? You blur the entire room out and you just focus on what needs to be done, right? So you're basically being objective in what needs to be done, and you zone out everything else. I want you to try it. Right now, I want you to squint your eyes and just blur it out. Blur, everything around you should be blurry, right? You squint and you blur it out. Okay, you can use this technique also at family events where there's a huge wedding and you're going to run into some negative aunts and uncles or cousins. You can use this technique even, let's say, if you're in a classroom, you can teach this to your students where they zone out negative events. So you just tell them zone it out, zone out. Everyone, let's use the zone out technique right now. You can teach this to your children. Let's say they're in a big cafeteria and it's very loud and there's too many things going on. You can teach them that as well. You can say, all right, when I want to teach you a technique. It's called the zone out technique. When you go into a loud cafeteria, right? Just zone out people who are behaving, in a negative way. Just don't look at them, blur them out, and just focus on your book or the one or two friends that you do, that you get along with, right? That have good energy, and focus on that. So again, this is called the zone out technique. All right? Start using it, guys, and empower yourselves. All right, you got this. Bye. Hi friends, this is Dr. Frajana. I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, I don't know where you are. Maybe on your car ride to work, or on that LIRR, wherever you are, sending positive energy. So today I am going to talk about I'm going to share a aversive visualization technique that will help you lose weight and eat healthier. Okay, so what is an aversive visualization technique? Basically, it's a technique where you learn to associate an aversive image to a behavior you want to decrease. I'll say that again. You learn to associate an aversive image to a behavior you want to decrease. So here we're going to learn how to do that with eating basically fatty foods. Okay, so this is how the technique goes. First, you identify the food that you want to decrease, right? Eating. And then you associate with something aversive. You start repeating this image every time you go to a restaurant or you go somewhere that you see this particular food. Okay? So I let's say, for instance, I want to decrease eating French fries because it's very fattening. So I will picture the French fry, right? And then I'll picture it anytime I see I'll picture the French fry and I'll associate it with a blob of chicken fat. You know, that fat that's slimy and like white, like that's what I'm going to picture it as. So now, every time I go to, let's say I go to a restaurant and there's French fries on the menu. As soon as I see it on the menu, I'm going to picture that blob of chicken fat. If I'm walking around and somebody orders it, I'm going to look at the French fry and I'm going to picture it as a blob of chicken fat, right? So again, you're retraining your brain, right? And associating that aversive image to the French fries, and gradually, you don't want to eat it anymore. Gradually, you're like, oh, stay away from that, right? You can do this with donuts, whatever you see that you're eating excessively and it's not good for you. All right, I hope this helps, right? Let's change our lives with Dr. Farjana. Take care. Bye. Good luck.